What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a little news regarding Creative Assembly and their next game. Now, this has to do with Alien Isolation 2, because I do want to talk about that, because there was a rumor about that about a year ago. I made a video on this channel talking about it, so I want to kind of circle back to that. But first, let's go over the big highlights, and there's not too much to go into, but 4 years ago, they started making a new sci-fi first-person shooter, okay? It's been in the works for 4 years. It's unlike anything Creative Assembly has ever done, and it's an entirely new IP. And the drive is for attention to detail and authenticity, and to really, I think, I don't remember the exact line or quote that they use, but something like where they really want to respect the source material, which kind of sounds weird to say when it's your own. Like, you're making your own game, you're making your own source material, and then you tell people, don't worry, though, we're going to stick close to the source material that we ourselves made. It's not like they're taking it from somebody else. So it's kind of weird that they said that, but, well, obviously this means a couple of different things. Number one, I do think this is absolutely reason to get excited, because whenever you hear anything from the Alien Isolation team, this team, you should be pretty excited. I mean, they made one of the better horror games, and also, and I said this actually in the video I made a year ago, I mean, Alien Isolation is not just looked at as one of the best horror games. It's also looked at as just a very well-rounded, just like an amazing game, right? I mean, they got a lot of accolades for making that game in the first place. So this is a team that knows what they're doing, and you know they haven't. Now I tried to like look on Wikipedia and other websites in terms of like what have they been up to, because like Creative Assembly as general, you know, or generally, they do a lot. Obviously, they do the Total War games. They did Halo Wars 2, I believe. Like, they do tons of stuff. But, like, this team that's making this new sci-fi first-person shooter, they, I believe, last did Alien Isolation. But that came out in 2014. And so this means that 2018 is when they started. So what were they doing for the 4 years in between 2014 and 2018? Let's give them 3 years. Let's say they took, you know, half a year off or prototyping or demoing something, right? But what happened in like those 3 or so in between years? They don't answer that question for us in the interview, but it's just something I'd kind of be wondering. All right, so again, I think that's more than enough reason to just get excited, where I feel like I trust them in terms of, hey, what can they do with their brand, with their own game, right? How scary would it be? How smart would the AI be? I feel like they'd be rather smart, right? Like, I think they could take a lot of lessons that they already did rather good with, let's say, in Alien Isolation, and make it even better in this game. Now, the other thing, okay, so when I first saw this, I was thinking, and in fact, I tweeted this, and I feel like it was kind of a mistake. Maybe I should take the tweet down. But I said, guess the rumors of Alien Isolation 2 were fake then. So that was the first thing that came to mind is, oh, well, duh, the developers that made the first game are now making their own sci-fi, you know, first-person shooter. They can't be making Isolation 2, so therefore that rumor is false. Now, the rumor itself, you know, I'm not saying it's still, I'm not saying it's like 100% true, okay? Like, we should, like, worship it like it's God or something. But the idea that it would make Alien Isolation 2, like, irrelevant, like they can't do it, actually isn't true. So if we go back to my video a year ago, which at this point still has aged rather okay, better than I thought, Disney is reportedly looking for a developer to make Alien Isolation 2. That was the title. Now, I completely forgot about that as, like, the main thing of the leak. So the leak was talking about Alien Isolation 2, but actually what it ended up saying, if it's true, is that Disney, somebody there was, like, writing it. The story is being written, and the idea to get this game made. And they're, like, pitching the game with the story in mind to developers, and they have a developer in mind to make the game. So, again, I'm not saying take this as gospel, but my initial thought of, oh, well, this kills an Alien Isolation 2, based off just this rumor, whether you trust it or not, but if you only base it off this rumor, that's not true, right? Because if this rumor is true, Disney, for whatever reason, they took it from Creative Assembly. Creative Assembly didn't want to do it anymore. Like, whatever the reason may be, it wouldn't happen anyway. It wasn't going to happen. So them making a new game, in fact, I guess I should say it like this. If everything goes our way, we actually get double the good, because you still get what a lot of people want in Alien Isolation 2. Now, how good would it be? That's debatable, and it would go to a new developer. Now, how well they could do with the game, also debatable, right? But you would get an Alien Isolation 2. At the same time, the team that made the first game is also making a brand new game of their own creation. So you actually get two games instead of one game. Okay, so hopefully all of it's true, right? And then we can get both. But if none of it's true, well, we still get Creative Assembly's new game. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me anywhere else, including Twitter, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.